So check this out. I'm gonna play a track on this CDJ, which is connected to channel 4. And then I'm gonna pull out a voiceover on a different playlist and play that voiceover on a separate channel.
You're in the mix with Prion Jolie, iParty's official DJ. And he's not even a DJ.
So how exactly did I do that? Well, this is a really simple dual layer trick that you can do using the link preview feature of the CDJ-3000. The way I figured this out is because in my last video where I presented the CDJ-3000, I wanted to show you guys a way that I can show link preview aside from just pulling out the headphones and putting it on the microphone. I connected it in a way where I can show you on a channel the way link preview works. The way it normally works is you have your headphones, and with link preview engaged, you can preview tracks on a playlist. Because of that little trick, I figured that this might even be useful to be used live. Now, technically, it is a dual layer trick because you're able to play more than one track at a time, actually 2, and have them play through separate channels. However, let me make this clear. This is not the same as dual deck. You can't load, manipulate, or play 2 separate decks from one player. The advantage of this little method that I came up with is more for the folks who are usually used to using software like Rekordbox or Serato, and they like to use the sampler bank for triggering their voice drops or sound effects. Now, when you're playing with CDJs standalone, the only way to do that is to plug an external device like a sampler, another CDJ, maybe even an app on the phone and connect it to the multi in and out. But this little method might help you save the need from an additional device when you simply just want to trigger a voice drop. It would be great for radio shows, live streams, or podcasts where you just need a simple method to drop your voiceover. Now, there's going to be a few things about it that's not going to be perfect because it wasn't designed to be used in this manner. But we're not doing any modifications to the equipment, so we don't have to worry about breaking anything. And maybe by trying this method out, you might come up with something more creative than just simply dropping voiceovers like I'm using it for. So before I show you how to do this, a word from our sponsor, Direct Music Service. DMS is an online database for working DJs and mix artists. It's the one-stop shop where you can get your music from for your gigs. It's a searchable, organized database with thousands of edits, remixes, and different versions of your favorite tracks from many different genres. What's also awesome about Direct Music Service, if you're always on the road just like me, they have this awesome mobile app so that you can search your favorite tunes, put them on a wish list, and they'll be ready for you on your Dropbox folder when you get home. You can now save some money and get a discount using one of these 2 coupon codes. Use the code PJMonthly and get 30% off your first month off any monthly subscription. Use the coupon code PJYearly and get 10% off your entire first year of any yearly subscription. Go to directmusicservice.com today to sign up. So the first things you need 2 CDJ-3000s, and you need a DJM V10 mixer because it has the link queue function on it, or a DJM 900 Nexus 2. Basically any mixer that can plug into the Pro DJ Link and has the link queue buttons on it. They have to be connected in a Pro DJ Link. That means you have to have an Ethernet switch or a hub, and all 3 devices have to be plugged in. Next, make sure you create a playlist of sound effects and voiceovers that you want. This will make triggering them a lot easier. So what we're going to need is a 3.5mm to RCA Y cable, male on both sides. You can do a 1/4 inch as well as you want. And you want to plug the 3.5mm end, that's TRS, and plug it into the headphone output. And take the RCAs and plug it into one of the open channels. Now on the DJM V10, there are 2 headphone systems. It allows you to use 2 sets of headphones that can cue different channels independently. This makes it really convenient for the method we're doing because we can still use our headphones on one section while the other headphone section is dedicated to the link preview method that we're doing. Now, if you have a DJM-900 Nexus 2 with only one headphone system, you can still do this method, because on the 900 Nexus 2, there's two headphone outputs. One is a 1/4 inch, the other is a 3.5 millimeter. You can simultaneously connect your Y cable to the other headphone output and still connect it to one of the open channels. You just have to make sure that you have your headphone cues all silent except for the link cue when you're triggering the tracks. You may need a 1/4 inch on this side or an adapter, or you may need a 1/4 inch on your headphones. So now that we have our headphones connected, we want to turn on the link cue button. There's one on this side as well, since there's two headphone sections, but I'm going to turn this one off since I don't want to hear it through the headphones. On your 900 Nexus 2, you just want to leave that on. So we have that connected to channel 5. We want to make sure that that channel that we connected to is set to the line input. And by the way, make sure that it's plugged into the line input and not a phono input. Link cue is on, and set the headphone level to 12 o'clock. You don't want to be over, because I noticed that you get distortion. 12 o'clock is perfect. Make sure that the mix level is set all the way to Q. And just a side note, do not at any point touch the headphone cue button on that headphone system, because what will happen is you're going to get a feedback tone. Trust me, you don't want that sound going through the speakers. So let's go to our playlist of voiceovers. So the way this works is you're able to preview tracks on the link preview by touching the waveform that's next to it.
You're in the mix with Prion Joni.
Now, one of the things you got to be careful with is it's really close to the edge, so you can't really quite get the beginning of the sample. And also, it allows you to scrub around, so you have to keep your hand as still as possible.
Tell me some news.
One of the tricks about this when using a voiceover is to create a voiceover that the first 1/4 of the entire sample is silent, so that you have a little bit of space to put your finger down on it.
You're in the mix with Prion Joni.
So let's play a track. And now, drop a voiceover.
You're in the mix with Prion Joni, iParty's official DJ. And he's not even a DJ.
So that's how you can use the link preview, route the headphone output to a channel, and be able to play what you're triggering on the link preview out onto the main speakers. Now, one little thing that you could probably even try is to create a track with multiple tone notes that are just long, and you can maybe make like a 4-note scale and be able to scrub around on them and play notes, and maybe even manipulate it with the crossfader. I might actually try that sometime later. But like I said, this is not really how link preview was meant to be used for. Link preview is a practical dual layer function that allows you to preview those tracks through your headphones. We're just using it in a slightly different manner to be able to hear that out onto the main speakers. What's cool about it is even with this method, it doesn't violate the design language of one button, one function, one feature, one function, one deck, one channel. It's still within the realm of simplicity, both for the setup crew and the user. If you're looking to get a CDJ-3000 or a DJM V10, I'm going to leave some product links down in the pinned comment or the comment down below. If you're looking for CDJ-3000s and they appear sold out or not in stock and pre-order only, at the time I'm recording this video, they are still available on Zounds. Zounds has one of the easiest to qualify for payment plans that you can find online, not to mention the free shipping. So I'm going to leave you some links to the products from Zounds down below. If you got any questions, comments, or anything to add about this dual layer link preview trick that I just showed you, please leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear your thoughts, answer any questions, or learn anything new that I might not have figured out yet with this little trick. I honestly want to see some creative uses of this method from you guys, so be sure to upload that if you do that. If you like this video, please smash that like button, and if it's your first time here and you found this video useful, please click that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell icon so you get a notification the next time I upload a video. Don't forget to add me on Instagram, where I share some content where I don't normally cover here on YouTube, or do sneak previews of my upcoming videos. All right, really appreciate you for watching. Take care and stay healthy.